That's our tradition. Here we go. 30 seconds. So far in my 23 years of life, this tour is probably the one thing that I've worked hardest on. It's been really stressful because I am playing 3 to 4 different roles. I program the whole show. I'm also managing the tour and the logistics side of everything. I think I'm probably around $10,000 in credit card debt right now. But if I'm gonna do this tour, I'm gonna do it right.
Okay, so tickets just went live. How do we feel? Anxious? Question mark.
Am I really making a documentary? It's been 6 minutes since 10 a.m. Tickets are now live. If I'm being completely honest, I was cooking breakfast and I looked down at my phone and it was 10:04. So I wasn't there when it hit 10 a.m. exactly. I'm already seeing comments of people buying tickets in like a bunch of different random cities that I didn't know had fans in. So like, that's pretty awesome. I'd really like to sell out Los Angeles. I'd really like to sell out San Francisco. Dude!
What?
You know how you type in like an artist and then tickets?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that this would be me. Like, that's so cool. Like that's my face and these are all of my shows. Like, that's so cool. Should we buy a ticket?
Yeah, let's buy a ticket.
Should we buy a ticket? Okay. $18. Let's do it. Let's do it. Place order. I placed it. Oh, don't look at my card info, but I placed the order. It's loading. 1 general admission. When I was in middle school, I wrote my first song after I watched a lot of Hannah Montana. And I actually still remember the melody to this day, and it's really cheesy. It goes, "Trust is the #1 thing to do. Everybody knows it, so do you. You gotta do it someday. Live your life. Just say hey, 'cause trust is what to do." I have entertained the idea of being a lawyer or a doctor, but for some reason in this particular reality, music is the one thing that makes me feel like me, and as cheesy as that sounds, I feel like because I grew up with it and I almost tied it to my self-worth, it almost feels like it's part of me, and if I were to ever leave it, I just wouldn't be who I am. The Gratitude Tour was named after my most recent EP, which is also the last of the 4 EP series that reflected a different theme of my 4 years of university. And so the Gratitude Project kind of covered my last year in college. I got into a relationship, and when it had kind of ended, I looked up and I saw all of the people that I had neglected for like a year of my life just come rushing to my side to help me in any way that they could. In those months, I think I experienced the most gratitude that I've ever experienced in my life. I want the message of the Gratitude Tour to just be to focus on the tiny things. I know it sounds cheesy, but like be grateful for like the little things around you, because sometimes these are things that you just like don't even notice that are just so like mundane, but it's just like waking up and like seeing the sun out your window, or like eating a good meal, because at the end of the day, it's not the big things that make your day good. I feel like it's the tiny things. I am currently playing 3 to 4 different roles all at once. The tea is that I left my managers. It's nothing like personal against them. I just felt like we weren't the best fit, and I told myself, I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna find a way, but it's been really stressful because not only am I managing myself as an artist, I'm also managing the tour, and that entails the logistics side of everything, doing all the advancing, which low-key, I just learned about that for the first time in my life, because my opener, Alex, asked the other day, she was like, are you doing the advancing for the tour? And I was like, yeah, like not knowing what advancing was. I found out that advancing is like something that a tour manager does where they contact the venues, they figure out what time load-in is, what time sound check is, where the van gets parked, where the merch table is at, the tech packs, and seeing what kind of lights and what kind of sound the venue has. I have to book the van. I booked every single Airbnb. I spent like 2 days looking for the best deals possible while still making sure everybody was comfortable. I have to figure out what drum set we're bringing, what the stage looks like, and not to mention, I will be driving the van on this tour. Then we have the show production side. I program the whole show. I also program the lights. And then once the show and the lights were programmed, we added in rehearsal, booking rehearsal spaces, practicing, getting everything down. I am also doing all of my own costumes and makeup because I don't have it in the budget to like hire a stylist. So I'm literally finding clothes for myself in the time that I don't have. And then the last segment is marketing, which has been a pain in my ass to like post TikToks every day and figure out ways to get people to buy tickets for the tour. But like, imagine that times 19. So that's 19 venues that I have to do that for. Nowadays, this is all I stress out about. It's like my one like objective, my one goal is to just make this tour the best that it can be. And I think it also could be the fact that I have OCD, and so I have like a bit of an obsessive personality. It's a good and a bad stress. You know, I cry a lot about it, but at the same time, it feels like it gives me like purpose. And I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I've got a shit ton of stuff to do today. So right now, it's the first day of the last month before tour. A couple days ago, it was my 23rd birthday, and I got a text message from my agent. He told me that I need to start thinking about icing some of these shows. And I was like, what does icing mean? And he said canceling because the ticket sales aren't doing well. And that was a slap in my face and my ego because I didn't ever expect to go on tour and have to cancel multiple shows because tickets aren't selling well.
It's only a few cities, not all of them.
I know, but like, still, you know, like, I didn't want to cancel any cities. And that night, like the night after my birthday, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I straight up felt like I was about to have a panic attack with how stressed canceling these 4 shows made me. And now I'm presented with this dilemma where I have to either cancel these shows or I have to try and fight and sell the tickets. But only 11 people bought tickets and there's like 200 tickets left. How am I supposed to make 200 new fans in a city before I've ever even visited the city?
Yeah, don't blame yourself. Don't make it too hard on yourself, okay?
Sometimes, okay, you don't have the, fan base at some place. And no matter how good you are, you still can, feel like you're fair. So this is like your first time.
I feel like I constantly push myself and tell myself oh, you could be working harder, you could be working harder. And if it always feels like it's never enough. I know that you and Dad are proud of me and that makes me feel better, but sometimes I don't feel proud of myself because I always am telling myself oh, you could have worked harder, you could have done this better, and because you didn't do this, now this is happening. And it's because I didn't push and post 10 TikToks a day and push more on my Instagram, now my tour isn't selling well, and it feels like it's my fault, and it feels like I've let down not only myself, but I've let down my agent and the other people that I work around, because I just don't want them to think that my career's over, just because I didn't sell tickets well for this tour. I don't want them to leave me because of something that I did, and it just feels like it's all on me, and it makes me feel very alone too. And I know it doesn't have to be all on me, but it's really hard for me to trust other people too.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. I think, as long as you did your best, don't worry too much about it, okay? And don't put in too much stress on yourself. And as our Chinese always say, 条条大路通罗马. That means, there's a lot of way goes to Rome. You may have, bumping road here and there, but eventually you're getting there. Even though you cannot go to Rome, you can go somewhere else. You know what I mean? My example is saying that you just try your best and do your best. You crying or laughing? Both.
Anyways, should we go grocery shopping? It's tough, and I'm terrified to look at my credit card right now because I'm already over budget. But if I had to estimate, I think I'm probably around $10,000 in credit card debt because canceling these 4 shows is gonna result in me losing about $4,000. It is a constant thing that sits at the back of my head when I think about everything else I'm buying for this tour. I think like, oh, I'm just adding and adding. And the thing that I'm relying on to make money for this tour is merch. Like I had like a good feeling about it, but it's also like not guaranteed. Like you don't know how many people are gonna buy merch. But that being said, one way or another, they will resolve themselves. And if I'm poor after this tour, which I will be, but if I'm really poor, like I lost money, it is what it is, beast. Okay. I believe in you. Can someone take care of my plant? Okay.
You ready to go?
What's his name? Oemo.
Your laptop?
Yes. Laptop, charger, yes. I have everything. Why do I just don't want to leave. We have to go. I'm wasting time. Fuck.
Okay.
Get everything inside. It's good. We're good. No worries. We just arrived at the New York venue and I can't believe I'm fucking playing here tonight. It looks really fucking official and it feels like I'm opening for someone and I'm kind of in disbelief that this is like my show. Cut! So on every other tour that I've ever done, I kind of just played the songs. Like I kind of just was like, oh, like, welcome to my show. Here's the song, sing it. Talk about the next song, sing it. But it never felt like actual, like, cohesive work of art. Like, it wasn't like a program, you know? And this summer, I saw this artist, Umi, and it was genuinely probably the best concert I've ever seen in my life. She created this entire, like, atmosphere and world, and the ways that the songs would transition to each other. It made me realize, like, I want this tour and I want these shows to be at that level. I want it to be an experience in itself. So I started learning how to program the show and these transitions on my own, which is something I've never done before and didn't even know was possible. Usually people bring on like light person like on the tour, but I don't have money to do that. And so I was like, I'm gonna buy all of the lights, the laser, the strobes, all the DMX cables, and I'm going to program the lights so that they correspond to the music. So it becomes an entire show. That being said, let me show you what I got so far, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna start with a black stage, it's just, the lights are off, and this is how you know the show is starting, because the house music is just like ended, right? So everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And then all of a sudden you hear this. And it could be prettier, you know, like it probably will be a little prettier, but that's okay. And then you hear my voice, just my voice. I'm not out yet.
Someone didn't really go as planned, baby. Way too many people in the comments, I'm not thinking enough. I think I met you at the perfect time, baby. I was worried from the
You don't hear, you just hear my voice. It's still black. And then, excuse the reverb on this next part. I don't know why it's printed in. But imagine that's me singing.
So have a good time and I know you'll be back for me, for me, for me. I guess I'm so much more secure than I thought. You help me realize the shit that I'm not. So have a good time and I know you'll be back for me, for me, for me.
And it's still black at this point, and everyone's like, ah! And then strobes, lasers, white strobes. The bass comes in. Ross walks out. He whips out the drumsticks. And then I run in.
He loves when he's around me. It's crazy, you jumped in my life, yeah, just like that. You're so damn quick. He's so damn quick, he's so damn quick. I guess I'm so much more secure than I thought. You help me realize the shit that I'm not. So I have a good time and I know you'll be back for me, for me, for me.
On the count of 3, I want us to all fucking jump, okay? I want the fucking ground to shake. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, jump.
Optimism. Wanna be good now. That's the vision. Turning my back on old tradition. Giving me dreams about optimism. Wanna be good now. That's the vision. Turning my back on old tradition.
And so we wake up at 6 a.m., we drive for 5 hours to the next city, we pull up, we load in, do the show, we go to sleep, we wake up at 6 a.m. and we keep going for like a month straight with like a couple of off days. My boyfriend got me this owl because I told him that he looks like an owl. We went to Build-A-Bear and he recorded a voice message in the owl, but I can't play it for you because they have to be just for each other. This is the one I got for him. He thinks I look like this.
fucking way I'm gonna do that every single night for the next fucking month. That, I was like, playing through it and I was like, when the fuck is this shit gonna end? Like, I was like, no way. I'm like up here for a whole fucking hour. That is Dude, I'm gonna have permanent ear damage by the time this is over. I don't think you understand how fucking blasted that shit is in my ears. Like my.
Hear the volume.
No, dude,
I'm so hungry.
You're hungry?
I'm so hungry.
I gotta sleep. I gotta hit the fucking road at 7 a.m.
Oh, I gotta go to the merch table.
Oh. Okay, you do that.
Yay!
I want to like sign merch and meet fans, but I feel bad with like a cutoff. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like it's too much. There's so many people out there. And if you do that every night plus do an hour show, you're just gonna be fucking tired. And you're driving too, like, you know?
Dude, I think you're right. I don't know.
I am very proud of my fans. I don't even know how it happened. I don't know them personally at all, but like playing these shows and seeing the energy that the crowd gives back to me and reciprocates, like it just makes me really proud that they're my fans, you know? Or like when my openers come up and tell me like, damn, that crowd is so fun, that crowd is so accepting, I'm like, hell yeah they are. Like that's what I want my fans to be. I had a couple of really cool moments with some super fans. This fan, their name was Win. I had seen them before, like in, I think Philly, and also last year on my like first show in New York. And we were standing outside just chatting. They started tearing up and telling me how much, you know, they were proud of me and how much they've seen me grow, and that just made me cry. And so then we just held each other and we just cried together. And it was a really, really sweet moment that I will not forget. The fact that I know that I helped them and that, you know, like Win also helped me. When I was younger, I told myself I want to help people in any way I can, and I feel like that's simply my purpose in life. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, and I thought I was going to do it by being a doctor, but now I'm a pop star singer. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, I'm still helping people with my music, and that makes me feel good. That makes me feel fulfilled. And like I'm worth something more than just myself, and that I'm contributing to the world as an individual.
As a parent, I would say I support my daughter to chasing her dream, do whatever she wants to do, but at the same time, I feel very sorry for her. A lot of Asian parents wanted their child to become a doctor or lawyer or some, you know, some job, professional job who makes money and the life is stable, but it's her dream. What else I can say? Asian parents, they don't support their kids pursuing dream in arts, okay, particularly in arts, because they're thinking, well, that is not going to bring you money, make you have a good living. Because of that, all the Asian kids, okay, even they do have a dream, but they have no guts to chasing that dream, especially without the parents' support. In that way, I think, you know, you did everything on your own. It's perfect. It's already very, very good. It is something, you know, I think I admire for that. Okay, you have your courage.
I grew up in Kansas in a predominantly white community. And there was a lot of inferior feelings that I felt, and a lot of like, why can't I have blue eyes or like double eyelids or like stronger cheekbones or like a higher nose bridge. And for a while I grew up really hating my features on myself, and I would very much try to conform to like Western beauty standards. And I even went through phases of my life where I tried to forget about the fact that I was Asian. Like, I don't want to look at myself in the mirror because it's just too tough. And it was pretty damaging to my relationship with my culture. So it's tough that I had to kind of deprogram some of those thoughts about my beauty, and that like, oh, because I didn't fit into like a conventional sort of beauty standard, that means I like wasn't beautiful. Fast forward to end of high school, K-pop started becoming popular in the States. And at that point, the monolid was sort of like celebrated more. And it started to make me feel a lot better. And I was like, damn, just seeing people on your screen that look like you, that just enabled me to feel so much better about myself, because it was like, I'm not alone. Now I finally understand why so many of my fans are Asian, and it's because of the fact that I make them feel confident and I make them feel safe in their skin. And that's something that I always wanted that I never got. And that's so fucking special to me because it makes me feel like my role is more than just creating music that makes people feel things and makes people feel connected, but it's also making them feel confident in their identities and making them feel like it's okay to be them and that they're beautiful. In a weird way, I grew up seeking validation a lot. Part of me thinks that me entering this career and this industry is like because of my deep-rooted grasp for validation. I used to not like sharing my personality online because I felt scared to be judged. And then eventually I kind of hit like a breaking point where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna think so hard about what I post on my story. I'm not gonna think about how I sound to other people. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And I think by opening up like that, it almost feels like I'm like a friend to other people who may see me like online or like know me through my music. Like when I do Instagram lives, I sometimes get comments saying, it feels like I'm on FaceTime right now with my best friend. And I love those comments because I think that's the point. And I think that's probably why a lot of fans are really fucking diehard, you know? And I think that's awesome because I would much rather play to a crowd of people that not only know my music, but also just like accept me for the human being I am. Like I could cough, I could fart, and they would cheer and support me.
In a second. Ross, my in-ear short stopped working. What's happening? Is it unplugged?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Fucking shit. No way they got fucking signs out there that say mommy. One of them said Tiffany had my children. Go, go.
You say let's close the blinds, but I think I like it when the sun wakes us up in the morning. You hurt so deep inside, I wanna be the one you call when you're stuck in the storm. You got in my arms, I held you fast asleep. Show you love the signs that you show. It's early, honey, East Coast, but I feel so free. Oh my God. We grow, we grow, we grow, we grow. No matter where we are, we may be lonely, but we're never let alone. I hope you know, you know, you know, you know that I'm not that far. I may be moving, but I'll always be your home. With you, there's no expectations about who we should be in the moment. And I wanna start anew, cause deep in my heart is know that you and I will never be broken. I got in your arms, you held me on the sidewalk. 12 a.m. in San Francisco, I was heartstruck. Now I'm so resilient, I feel better on my own.
I want everyone to jump. Here we go.
And we go, we go, we go, we go. No matter where we are, we may be lonely, but we're never let alone. I hope you know, you know, you know, you know that I'm not that far. I may be moving, but
Here we go, let's jump. I love you all so much. I will see you again, my children. Ha ha!
was like, are you guys going to make 9,000?
We did it!
Tiffany, that was the most impressive thing I've fucking seen in my life. Honestly, I've like, when I first met you, I had no idea. No fucking idea.
The more days pass from the last day of tour, I feel like the more I continue to process how fulfilling it was and how good I've been feeling about my career. In the moment, it was like, this is my job, get through it. But like looking back, I'm like, that is so cool that that is my job. I do know what's coming next, and that is the album, which is crazy because I've been doing this shit already for 4 to 5 years, and I've only ever been doing EPs because albums are kind of scary. But it's time, it's time. Merch saved my ass. I don't know why we underestimated so hard. We ordered like a decent-ish order. We were like, oh, you know, like 100 t-shirts, 100 hoodies or whatever. But that was really dumb of us because we pulled up to San Diego the first night and we sold about $5,000 and we ran out of merch by like the third city. It's a cult. People really like the merch and it helps that the merch is cute. Allie does a great, fantastic job at designing it. Even if I lost like $1,000, $2,000, it would still feel worth it to me because the lessons that I learned and the ways that I feel about my career now and how energized and like hopeful I feel about myself and just like my art in general, that's priceless. There's a lot of things I want to say. One, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. I feel heard. You know, before I'd look at numbers on a screen and I'm like, I'm really like beating myself up. But then you enter a room and you're like, there's a lot of people in this room and you don't feel like that anymore. Regardless of how the tickets sold, I just felt connected and heard. And it's a great feeling that is, once again, priceless. So thank you. I hope all the people who came out to the shows not only had a good time, but that the boldness of the show and just how crazy it was helped inspire you to live your life in a way that you feel like you can be that same type of boldness and craziness. That was the one message that I feel like I was trying to give to the people when I was on stage, is that it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to be weird, it's okay to dance around. It took me years to figure out how to like dance and look cool, and then I realized like, it doesn't matter. If I look cool, cool. If I don't, fine. I'm gonna dance to like what feels good for me. And that's the main lesson that I wanted everyone else to kind of pick up from these shows.
So since this tour is called the Gratitude Tour, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for my position in life. I don't even know how I got here. To be honest, manifestation maybe. I'm grateful for the fans. I love meeting fans. That part is very fulfilling because I feel like that's something that really touches on my childhood dreams. They're all just like a bunch of mini me's. We would be besties. I feel like we'd be besties. I'm also grateful for my mother and father. They came to one part of the tour and they were very, very, supportive this whole time. My mother's been praying for me every single day, and they're very proud of me. And I hear it from them too, which is something that I feel like not a lot of Asian kids got to hear growing up. And lastly, I'm grateful for my friends. What really makes the tour something special is just the people that I bring on the road with me. Having all of my friends come on the bus with us. I just enjoy my work so much more when I get to hang out with these people. I don't know how this shit came to be, but like, I'm just sitting there and I look around and I see so many solid people in my life. I don't know how many artists have their best friends on tour with them, but like their best friends are also creatives. And for a long time, I had really wanted more creative friends. I'd wanted more people who dabbled in the entertainment industry and stuff, and I felt like I never got that. And blink of an eye, all of a sudden, I'm like in the van and I look around and like everyone not only loves me, but also loves their work. And that's simply an environment that makes me feel so inspired about my work and myself. And it helps that they're all funny too. It helps that we all love the same adventures, that we want to go do the same things, we want to go eat the same like foods, and it's what made this tour such a blast. And I am so grateful to have these people in my life who just care so much. It's a family. It just feels like a family. I'm gonna miss it a lot. But I know there will be another one, and I will invite them all back. And I have a little bit more faith in myself now than I did before the tour.